wake-up bell rang at 6:45. Cabin 6 came to life slowly. The kids moaned and groaned. Bare feet hit the floor. Evan stood by the door with his clipboard and flashlight, watching campers shuffle past him one by one. Daniel Harper was last out of bed. He was smaller than most of the others, shoulders slightly hunched, clutching his backpack straps like he was worried someone would steal it. This was his first summer away from home, and it showed. He didn't talk unless someone spoke to him first. Evan gave him a nod. Daniel nodded back, quick and nervous. "Shoes on," Evan said. "Grab your water bottles. Breakfast in a few minutes." The campers filed outside. Evan followed. The path to the dining hall cut through tall pines, their branches blocking most of the early light. The air was warm and damp. Cameras were everywhere, mounted to poles, strapped to trees, tucked under eaves. A camper pointed up at one. "Why are there so many cameras?" "Wow, didn't know we were in a prison," said another. They all chuckled. Evan never really noticed until now. There were tons of cameras, way more than what he thought necessary. He shrugged it off. "Stay together," he called. A boy near the front slowed down, glancing back with a grin. "Jacob Whitman?" Daniel didn't see him in time. Jacob shifted sideways and slammed into him shoulder first. Daniel went down hard, scraping his knees on the gravel. "Watch it," Jacob said, already walking again. Evan moved immediately. He helped Daniel to his feet, brushing dirt from his sleeve. "You all right?" Daniel nodded. "Yeah." "Stay close," Evan said. Breakfast was loud. Trays scraped across counters. Plastic forks clinked. Voices bounced off the high ceiling. Cameras hung in the corners of the room, angled down toward the tables. Daniel sat alone at the end of the bench, picking at his food. Jacob walked by and elbowed Daniel in the back while he was drinking. Milk spilled across the table and onto Daniel's shorts. "Oh, sorry," Jacob said sarcastically. Daniel stood up fast and dumped his tray. As Daniel hurried out of the dining hall, Mr. Hale stepped up to the table. He looked down at the spilled milk. Then he lifted his eyes to Jacob. He didn't say anything. He just stared. Jacob shifted in his seat. His smile faded. After a moment, he looked away. Mr. Hale walked on. The afternoon blurred together. Groups moved activity to activity without incident. Counselors gave the same instructions they always did. Daniel stayed quiet. That's when he saw him. A boy stood just inside the tree line, close enough that Daniel could make out the shape of a camp shirt. Pale skin, dark hair hanging forward like it hadn't been brushed. The boy wasn't moving. He was just standing there, half hidden by branches, watching. Daniel slowed. The boy didn't wave, didn't step out, didn't look surprised to be seen. Then someone bumped Daniel from behind, and he stumbled a step forward. When he looked again, the boy was gone. No movement, no sound, just the woods. Daniel's heart pounded. He looked around to see if anyone else had noticed. No one had. Evan's voice snapped him back. "Daniel!" "Stay with the group." Daniel nodded. The campers were sent back to their cabins for a rest hour. Cabin 6 was quiet. Evan stepped onto the porch of the administration building. Mr. Hale was already there. "Evan," he said, "walk with me." I observed an interaction this morning, Mr. Hale said, in the dining hall. Yeah, Evan said, I saw it. Jacob Whitman, Mr. Hale said. He's disruptive. Evan laughed lightly. We'll handle it. Mr. Hale studied him. If you don't, he said sternly, I will. Evan chuckled, uneasy. Right, got it. Mr. Hale walked away. Field games were supposed to be casual, flag football, no scorekeeping. Daniel hesitated when the ball was snapped. Jacob cut across the field at full speed. He didn't slow down. His shoulder slammed into Daniel's chest, knocking him into the grass. A few kids laughed. Evan helped Daniel up. You okay? It's okay, Daniel said quietly. I'm used to it. Dinner passed quietly. At the campfire, the kids sat in a loose circle. Mara told ghost stories, her voice calm and steady. Some kids laughed. Some leaned closer. A single camera LED blinked red from a tree just beyond the firelight. Mr. Hale stood nearby, half in shadow. Quiet hour settled over the cabin. Daniel lay on his back. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw the boy from the woods. He couldn't stop thinking about him. Who was he? What was he doing out there? Lights out came at 9. Jacob lay on the bunk by the open window, staring into the dark. Just after midnight, everyone in cabin 6 was asleep, except Daniel. A soft rustling sound came from outside, from the open window by Jacob's bed. Something shot through the opening and landed on the mattress on all fours. Before Jacob could react, it vomited a thick substance across his mouth, sealing off his scream. Daniel clamped both hands over his mouth before the sound could escape him. His chest burned as he held his breath, every muscle locked, terrified that even the smallest noise would draw it to him. Tears blurred his vision, but he didn't wipe them away. He didn't move. It wrapped its arms around Jacob, pinning his arms to his sides. Then it sprang backward. The creature vanished through the window, dragging Jacob with it. Daniel watched in horror until Jacob was gone, until there was nothing left but the swaying trees. Silence returned. No one woke up. The gurney rolled smoothly down the corridor. Jacob's eyes were open but unfocused. He lay strapped to a metal table, his arms and legs secured at his sides. An IV port was set into his arm. A technician typed briefly at a computer and turned toward him. Commencing Phase 1. Above ground, whispering pines slept. The cameras watched. The trees swayed. Day 2 was complete.